Hello. Right, anybody who has basically watched my YouTube videos over the past may well know that I've talked about in various little bits and pieces about music and the fact that I love collecting CD singles, and I have had the honour of, over the last week or so, going through and sorting them all out. I generally have to do that every so often to make sure that they are all in perfectly right. I mean, I'm a perfectionist. All my CD singles have to be done A to Z, alphabetical order. And I'm going to show you a few of them that I've basically got. And upon counting how many I've basically got, I have actually sorted out 4,403. I'll rephrase that before basically I have counted 4,400 and... Hang on a minute. This can't bloody damn be right, because it would mean that, God. Right. Whatever's happened, I've counted more than I should. Basically, I have 4,430 CD singles. But, that's not counting the fact that I do have various CD singles like this. These actually come in cardboard sleeves. These are quite diddly, so I can't really put these on the shelf like that, because generally, if you think about having cardboard things like that, they come like that, and that would be a little bit of a drag. So normally what I do is I only do the ones that come in dual cases, like this. They end up being like that, and they end up being sorted to the best of what I can do. And I have various ones on CD single. I've been buying them since 2001, basically every week. But I did buy some before that, and I do collect old ones as well. I don't just collect new ones. And I think the old ones are really cool, because what I like about collecting CD singles is I can get, hopefully, not just necessarily big hits, but I can get all kinds of music and hits. And the old CDs are actually worth quite a bit of money for collectors, because they are no longer made, and CD singles normally get deleted so long after. I mean, technically, I'm sure it might not be, but usually after about a year or so, some of the CD singles start to become deleted because they're no longer available. There's just a couple of older ones that might still be available now that was probably released a good 2-3 years ago, but most of them do tend to be deleted, and therefore the rarity of it. Because a CD album that you buy, i.e. if you're buying something like The Offspring's like album, from about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, it's still in actually circulation. I'm not saying they're producing a lot of them, but it's not deleted, it's still available. You can walk into a shop, HMV or somewhere, and buy that CD probably. They'll probably have a rack where they might have that CD just happen to be in there. Maybe it's on sale, I don't know. But CD singles are a little bit different, because they generally get deleted quite quicker than a CD album. And I have, as I said, a collection of them. I'm just taking a couple of examples here from the letter O, which is on my shelf behind me. There's N, O, it goes on to P. There's obviously CDs at the back as well, so when I take the CD singles off the front there, at the back there'll be other ones in there. And I've had so many of these shelves that I've been. So I've got things like A Million Miles Away by The Offspring. Yeah! The Outsiders. Right. Omarion. Icebox. Yes! What? Yeah! Yeah. Sorry about that, but my mother's calling me, so I'm shouting. Getting a bit pissed off. I'm trying to make a fucking video and getting shouted up for something. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Ozzy Osbourne. Dream of Get Me Through. We've got Oasis. Whatever. That's an old CD. Again, might not be too rare, because obviously the popularity of Oasis. I mean, a promotional CD might be worth more than the actual normal version, but and plus, lots of singles, CDs and that do have more than one track on it, so you can get like whatever. It's good to be free half the world away and slide away on that Oasis, and they do that in newer ones as well. I mean, for instance, it might not be to anybody's standard, but they'll go and download the latest record by the Outsiders and get one track. But I'm getting 6 on a CD single. But they are remixes, obviously. Some of them do contain, like, for instance, you do get records and music with, I suppose it depends on what they are. They don't have to be remixes, but they could be like, indie bands and so on do release CD singles with extra tracks, like, they all do that, you know. So you buy an album of something like Snow Patrol and get like 12 tracks on it, but if you buy a CD single, you're going to get extra tracks, like live versions, or you're going to get B-sides that they recorded. And I've got some older stuff like Sinead O'Connor, and it's called Success Has Made a Failure of Our Home. It's not the most common one. And License to Chill by Billy Ocean, which is from 1989, and that is actually one of the earlier CD singles that I own. I have some older ones than that, but that's one of the early ones, and that's what I'm saying. Something like this probably is a rare CD single. It's now deleted. Most people will probably have these on vinyl record, as opposed to a lot of stuff in that day. So there you go. A nice little insight to the fact that I'm a CD singles fanatic, and I love to collect CD singles, and any opportunity of buying what I can on CD single is like, yes. And as I said, I've got all different styles of music on that one. You know, I don't just have one style. I have so many different styles of music that you can find on CD single. It's just amazing. And I do admit, it's hard to buy some on CD single because the older songs don't normally come onto CD single. Although, I suppose if I can find an example, I can give you an idea of something like, let me see what I can find. Where are we? I have absolutely no idea. Tell you what, quite simply, although they were re-released, something like the Elvis Presley was on CD single, and you can buy other ones that happen to be re-released for CD singles purpose. So there you go, and hope you enjoyed that little insight to some CD singles of mine, and watch out because we've got more blogs coming your way soon. Bye for now.